Welcome in, everybody. Hope having a fantastic, fantabulous day. All right, so today we are gonna finish up an art piece that we were working on last week. Yeah, hopefully we get it done today. That's my goal, is to get it done, or at least almost done by the end of the stream. At least almost done. I should be able to finish it today because I have been working on it here and there, not as much as I should be. But yeah, my goal is to hopefully get it done today. So I'm just I keep getting behind on things I need to be working on. That's why I'm starting a little later than I want to. I usually try to start by 1 now, but I'm kind of slacking. I'm dragging my feet a bit today. I typically woke up late. Or I woke up late. I woke up early. For whatever the hell reason. So I only got like 6 hours of sleep. It's my day off, but like I only got like 6 hours of sleep. And I was like, why am I awake right now? And then I just started kind of laying in bed, and then like I want to say like maybe 2 hours ago I like dozed off like an hour. I was like, okay, now I'm finally tired and want to sleep, but it's like already like noon almost, and I'm like, ugh. So yeah, there's that. But I'm here. I was also trying to do some things for the streams and things that I realized I never got around to working on, because I'm doing a lot off stream. I'm like relaxing but not relaxing. I'm working on things but trying not to work on things because I'm trying to slowly get back into things. But there's also like usually it's at the beginning of the year is also slightly busy for me because I'm trying to work on taxes are coming up here just a little bit. I'm waiting for forms and stuff to get to me. But also like I have like doctor's appointments to like checkups and things to do, and then they're like, oh well, there's this thing we need to come back. There's always like some sort of reason why they want me to come back again. Why? So like yeah, I'm more like they want me to get, like, my dentist wants me to get like a night guard. So like I had to take care of that last week, and I gotta go back tomorrow to get it because I got it all like last week. I what was it? I got it like fitted, and then now it's like, oh, we can get it done in a couple days. I'm like, well, I gotta work. That's something too. I got work, and I'm working on this art piece, and then like I'm also trying to work on my game. I'm trying to finish our concepts for art pieces that I'm gonna be working on for the game. So I mean, I have already done concepts. It's just I didn't do all the concept in because I was also just like, I did like some concept in, and then I switched focus to like working on like the programming and the gameplay. Because I was like, well, you don't need concept in for that other than just like what like maybe the level looks like, maybe. Or other way, what levels are gonna look like, and or get an idea like how the layout of the level is gonna look like, and everything. So now I'm like, okay, well now I got all that done, and now I need to actually work on like characters and objects, and I'm like, okay, I only did some of that. Go back and finish that up, and then I can actually start working on like some modeling and stuff, and which I have started on modeling. So like some of the concepts that I did get done, I did then start working on like modeling 3D characters and stuff for, or 3D like not characters but 3D, like did some 3D work already. So but yeah, now I'm like trying to get the rest of the concept done so I can just focus completely on, okay, now I can work on 3D models and other assets for the game. So I'm working on that. I'm working on this. I'm doing this. I'm working going on. So I'm like, and then I'm trying to like not do all that all at once. So I'm like taking breaks. I'm watching anime. Just like trying to not put too much focus on working. I want to like, want to maybe relax and play some games and watch anime. So I watched anime. I did watch all of Vigilante. Dude, like Vigilante like got me sucked in. Like I just finished My Hero, and I was like, okay, you know what, I think I want to try out Vigilante, because at first I was thinking like, no, it's probably dumb, it's probably some stupid spin-off thing, I don't want to. But then like I finished My Hero, because the last episode came out a few weeks ago, like towards the end of last year. and uh and um and so I was like, I just kind of was kind of itching for more. So like, you know what? Let me go check out Vigilante. Let me do that. I didn't do it right away because I started watching other things. I've watched what other anime have I been watching? That's the other thing too. Is just like during like the Christmas, New Year's kind of area of time, I was watching a lot of anime. So I was like, I was trying to like take a break from projects and stuff, and just kind of enjoy the holidays. So I was watching holiday movies, but I was also watching a lot of anime. And so I'm trying to think of the things that I watched. I'd watched quite a few anime. That's the thing that was mostly taking up my time. But now that I've basically caught up on everything, and like the only thing I have not caught up on is Demon Slayer, and Chainsaw Man. So yeah, I need to watch those two things. But I'm trying to hold on. So Slime. That's right. Time Reincarnated Slime. I finally got around to watching that, and I thought it was so good. Like I was another anime that just like I thought I wasn't gonna be that great. I thought it was gonna be like generic. Like to me, I thought it was gonna be one of those things where it's like a lot of people liked it, but to me it was kind of just generic and not worth watching. But I was wrong. I went into low expectations and I came out like loving it. So yeah, I watched all that, so I'm caught up on that. I'm like eagerly waiting for season 3. I didn't like the way that season 2 or whatever the current season 3 or whatever it was, that the most current season. I didn't like the way it ended. It kind of felt like it just kind of ended on filler. I was like, why is it ending on filler? But I don't think it was filler. I don't know. I started Hell's Paradise, but I'm having a hard time. It's having a hard time catching me for Hell's Paradise, so I don't know if I'm gonna be finishing that. Like I said, I did finish Vigilante, and now I know that season 2 just started, but I'm like, what I want to do is with Jujutsu Kaisen, and what are the other ones? And Vigilante, and there's like one more, I think. Oh wait, Chainsaw Man. That's right. No, yeah, Chainsaw Man maybe. Oh no, there's another anime that just started a season 2, I think, or is gonna be doing soon, and I want to like let the season go a bit. You know, I kind of want to let it. I kind of want to wait a couple months for like most of the season or like even half the season come out, and then just binge watch it, and then do the same when it's finished. So it's like I'm not too far behind, but I don't want to just kind of. I kind of just. I don't know. I've more recently gotten to this habit of like not just watching week by week anymore. Like it just kind of I kind of want to just spend a couple hours just watching a show instead of just let me watch a show for like 30 minutes and then I'll move on with my life, like move on with my day or whatever. Like so I think I'm gonna play that out, and it looks like actually I am very behind on Spy X Family, so I think I'm gonna be watching that. I think I only watched season 1. Now I'm thinking about it, so I need to figure out where I left off. Maybe do like a recap real quick or something. So yeah, and before that, what we finished up? I finished up Dandadan. I was watching. That was something I was kind of watching, like as it was like I was wait a couple weeks and then watching everything, and then wait a couple weeks and watching everything. So that one was like I wasn't waiting for like almost the whole thing to come out. I was waiting a couple weeks to watch because I was like I really wanted to. I was like really excited. Like, I couldn't wait. So I had to hold off at least a couple weeks, and then at least spend an hour or two watching the next episode, and then I would until I did that until it finished. And then I also checked out Apothecary Diaries. That one was really good too. That one I heard of, and it didn't sound interesting, so I never checked it out when it came out. And then I finally got around to watching it, and I'm glad that it announced that they were in season 3. That didn't like cancel or anything. So I'm like, it would have sucked if it just ended here. Still waiting for Soul Leveling. Chainsaw Man. I need to watch the movie for Chainsaw Man. I think Furin's starting. soon, isn't it? Isn't Tyrion start this week? Do we know? Or this month, rather. Although it looks like there's 2 episodes I haven't watched. It says I haven't watched. A couple episodes actually I haven't watched. But this looks like stuff I've seen already. I'll have to. Oh yeah, new season started in a couple days. Okay, cool. But it looks like there's episodes I haven't watched. So I'll have to go back and look at. I mean, maybe in some stupid where like maybe my watch history is like kind of off. So I'll have to go back and see. I'm just got Crunchyroll. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, so we're gonna be getting into some art. Real quick, let's get into. And also we're gonna do a reaction to. We're gonna do an art react. I haven't done an art react in a minute. Oh yeah. While I'm talking about socials and stuff, and I'll just throw that up real quick. I'm delaying this here. Oh, there we go. All right, so house cleaning. So there's links to all my socials, everything. And if you're not following me in anything, subscribe to YouTube, anything like that of the sorts. Go ahead and give me a follow over there. So, I wanted to discuss something that's been happening, and I'm very thankful. But first of all, I'll just say that we've hit my milestone on YouTube, 200 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Still trying to work on the follower goal over on Twitch. So if you're not following me over on Twitch, go ahead and do that. I think what I'm gonna do is, since I hit 200 subscribers on YouTube, because I just noticed this yesterday, and I've been thinking of like, I never really had a goal in mind, but I think I would like to have some sort of reward for hitting 200. So thank you guys. Now I'm actually past 200. Last I looked at it, like 2 or 3. So I know it's not a lot. It's like, okay, whatever. You know, there's people with like thousands of millions of subscribers. I'm like, I don't know. Small time guy over here, always have been, always will be, apparently, unfortunately. But I would just written 200. I think that's awesome. So I think I would like to do is do a. I'm probably gonna do this more often. Probably do some sort of community drawing or something. I'm gonna look into seeing the logistics of it, but I would like to do something where you guys get to give me like an OC, and then like I do like a raffle. It's like an art raffle pretty much. So out for like OCs or whatever. So you guys send me an OC to draw, and then I will do it. Most of it live on. I'll do my normal thing. So I will done most of it on stream, and then whatever's not being done we'll do off stream, obviously, and then we'll post the winner, and it'll be posted to Discord and whatnot. So that's what I would like to do. For you guys to support, so thank you so much. But yeah, so I've had some videos, mostly shorts, actually blow up. I'm always used to maybe this happening like every once in a blue moon, where like I'll have a short kind of blow up a bit. But no, like I had one video blow up. Now granted, I did promote the video, but the promotion actually worked, and so yeah, I've been getting a ton of likes, and I've got like just over on YouTube, by the way, that I jumped up about like 15 subscribers. So thank you so much, guys. But yeah, so and then yeah, definitely will be, once I get this all figured out, I'll be posting to socials. I was in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, here's a more direct link. That's a good way to keep in contact with the community, things like that. And also, if you want to support me as an artist, the best ways to do that would be through Ko-fi and Patreon. So I'll post that. And so both of them have their different perks. One's more safe for work, and one's not as safe for work, because I do not safe for work content, or no, not content, I'm sorry, I don't want to say that. I do not safe for work art. So I want to say that's what I meant by content. So I do not safe for work art sometimes. Um, but that I do post those on certain platforms, Patreon being one of them, but Patreon is the main source for that. I will eventually make them public down the road at some point, but I for people, but I don't because of the nature of that, I don't post everywhere. So I will tease it, whatever it may be on social more platforms I can, but try and get people to try to get more attention to my Patreon posts, because I literally have like one follower over there. I see, not really subscribed, not subscribed, but they are a follower over there. So thank you for the one person who's following me over on Patreon. And I do have a couple over on Ko-fi, but yeah, definitely a good way to support me as an artist. And you get perks, you'll get early access to art, you'll see work in progress and things like that before anyone else gets to. And then also you'll get benefits in Discord and whatnot. So and then other than that, grab this as usual. This stream is sponsored as always by W. Definitely go and use my code. Link is now in the chat there, and W is a energy drink. So this is like a powder drink, so it's like you put this in water, mix it up, and you're good to go. And it's yeah, there's different kinds of flavors and whatnot. I'll have a ad in between during the long break, the middle of the break, middle stream break. They'll go over all the information about it and all the promos about it. But there's anime for, we were just talking about anime. I have one of them right here, the Ingress bottle, from Soul Leveling. So but yeah, there's also Furion and Chainsaw Man. But like I said, I'll go all that information gets covered during the break in stream ad. But so yeah, I think that's about everything I wanted to discuss before going into the art here. So my glove on, we're gonna jump over to the art. Oh yeah, you know what, hold on, actually no, there was one more thing I wanted to talk about, because I never got a chance to talk about it. I totally sold off of the stuff I got from Christmas, which is now getting close to almost a month ago. So remove this because this is so I can control my Steam Deck. But yeah, so if you notice, this thing's kind of more raised up than usual because I got a one of my Christmas presents is I got a laptop fan cooler. This thing is like top of the line, like this is the expensive one. This isn't a excuse me, this isn't like a cheap $20, $30 one. This is like a $100 one. One of my Christmas presents. So this is supposed to be like top of the line, keeps your stuff cooled. And so yeah, this is gonna be something for I wanted to get this because of the fact that the streams will be coming off of here in the near future rather than off of my regular computer. Just so I can play games off my computer and not have to overwork my graphics card because I'm trying to play Clear Obscure while also multi-stream to you guys. As we saw in the prior stream, when I was playing Clear Obscure, my computer wasn't really liking that. So yeah. So there's that, and then there's I was showing off like an anime figure. Obviously I have anime figures behind me off to the side there, and I got two. gonna stay. I'll stay. Okay, cool. All right, so I got 2 anime figures for Christmas. So this is one of them. Everyone watches Inuyasha. This is Moroha. This is I'll say a relative of Inuyasha. I'm only gonna say who or what. I don't want to spoil anything. But it is specifically from the follow-up anime called what was it? Demon Princess or something like that. I'm forgetting the name of it. But there is a follow-up. If I have this as another video, then I will have the name like here or whatever. But yeah. So this is an Inuyasha character, Moroha. Yeah. So there's got that one, and then because I am, I don't like that's probably shouldn't put it there, but because I am, this isn't really anime, but this is a comic book character figure from Rogue. It's from the 97 X-Men 97. So which is really interesting. So I wanted to get this originally when it was coming out, but because of money, I was like, you know, and I was like really thinking, so other things are coming out. I'm like, yeah, no, I won't get it. And then fast forward to Christmas, and I open it up a gift from a relative, and they got me the figure that I was looking at. So I was like, oh cool, now I have it. Like, and I told them the story like how I was thinking about getting this myself. So I'm glad that they got me, because I just don't. Now I have it, just as a gift now. Let me go put this away real quick. Okay. Just wanted to show that off, since I was showing off anime figures. The anime figure unboxing and Christmas presents. Then the guy Bridges said that, oh, someone just whatever. Like, not really. I mean, yeah. I mean, I got this, and I got the anime figures, and I just kind of put that off like it was nothing. Like they weren't. I just wasn't thinking like because like I was like, what else did I get? And I just like I can't think of anything else. So it's just the rest must have just been whatever. And then I was like, oh wait. And then like after stream, I was like, oh wait, I got the 2 anime figures, and I got this thing. Can't remember off the top of my head. Anyways, now we can get into the art. I'm done talking. I'm gonna switch to music. Still on my opening playlist. Okay, so starting to take shape here. So I finished up the line work. I got the base colors in, and now I am working on lighting. Basically the first pass for the rendering, pretty much. And so I'm gonna focus on Mika here. So I need to get this done by this weekend, because it's due in like 7 days. But I should be able to finish it, because I'm pretty much... Let me move my... So. And I did start preparing the next art piece I'm gonna be going on stream, which um really soon actually. One of the two. There's two I'm gonna be doing on stream. I know I said I was gonna be taking a break from like art this year. But I just come with like ideas to do for like non-gaming art. So I'm basically I am still, like I said, I'm still focused on to get some concept art done. I need to get like one more for the character I'm working on right now. I need to get one more done, and then I need to work with one of my friends because it's a created character. And then I am actually okay with showing that off. Am I? Actually, no, never mind. I take it back. I'm like, not this one. So, I'll take it back. And I think by showing them off, it's going to be the big old spoiler, so I'd rather not. I love to show off my stuff, but I know how people are with spoilers, and I'd rather not spoil it myself because I want people to. I want people to go into the game with like no understanding what's happening, and then you just slowly figure it out as you're playing. You know, like that's what I want. And then by the time you finish, then you know exactly what's happening. The goal. Oops, what the hell? Oh, because I was, yeah, again, I was working on the other piece, so I had to switch. I think I just used a kind of saved color that I had. I realize that I have not gotten around to doing her her lips. Have to do her lips. Also ran into an issue while I was working on this, the base lighting, that the opacity on my brush was down somehow. I don't know how that happened. Must have just done it on accident. I don't remember like manually doing that, so I must have like pressed some sort of button and the opacity went down and can't figure out what's going on there. Oh, I just don't think I finished the line. Looks all weird. People passing, screwing up my lighting. Another part of the mask that needs to get fixed. I didn't notice before. Yeah. Yeah. That's about where I want to be. Is this Animal Crossing? Ahead of myself on the shading for the hair. I'm gonna do that later. I just gotta get like the base of it done. I can separate it out and then actually do the shading for the hair. Or the lighting, the stuff for the hair. Also, the other thing too is I gotta do the hair gradient. Yeah, that's like the other thing I forgot. Water. Star after female. Is there a difference between the female and the male? I didn't know that. Did not know that. I'm super fucked up. This is probably like the most tedious part of like creating my art. This is trying to get all the lighting to be correct as best as possible. Alright, let's do the lips. So I'm gonna hide this. And I'm gonna use the same pink that I use, or the same reddish pinkish color that I use for the blush for the lips, but I forgot to save that color, so I'm just gonna have to wing it. I created the layer for the hair gradient, and then I just went past it. Hey, what's going on, little woke girl? How's it going? Hey! Not what I want to do. A lot. Talk about it later. Short and sweet. These damn kids. Not mine. Oh boy. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me later. I'm gonna start with this color and then kind of just work with it. Yeah, it definitely is. And zoom out a bit. Turn the background back on. I'm just working on the first pass of lighting. I'll turn this back on. After this would be, I mean, I'm gonna work on the hair, and the eyes and stuff for the first pass. And the second pass would be more the shinier bits of, watch that. Then there will be like the darker bits. So it'll be like the ambient occlusion, which is like the shadows within shadows. And then there'll be like the shiny bits, anything metal that would shine more than other things, things like that. Like her hair, yeah, she has very interesting hair. Like this isn't like a character I came up with. This is an actual person. Kind Kamikaze Short Bus. Or Mika is what she goes by. She's been getting up there, views and stuff. There's a big old community now. I think it's just because like she had this one video that just blew up, just talking about how like her first video blew up was about like just how shitty it is, because she's an artist herself and she was in the game industry for a little bit, but she just hated the way that like the work that she was told to do and how she's being treated, so she left, and then how it's just extremely hard to get another job in the industry. And then she had a second video I think blew up about her having a really bad like relationship past. And I think it's just that plus her personality, her kind of like I don't give a fuck personality. I think is what makes her popular. Trying to get there we go. This is a really bad image. Bad pixelated image. But I said it's so small, that's why. That's what she looks like. I was called a lady today by when someone's saying ma'am. It's ma'am! Yep. That's when I discovered her, is when like the video about like the game industry and stuff, like that was the video I discovered her on. And then I saw her other video, and then I guess slowly started watching more of her content. I'm still not like fully there. Like I'm not really into streams or anything. She mostly just does streaming content. But I just happened to jump into a stream where that's where like she announced that she was doing the art contest. So I was like, oh shit, alright. Well, I literally was just about to start the Jane Doe art, so I was like, alright, let me do that first. And then I'll work on this. So that's how that went. Woo! Happy birthday to him. Whoop whoop. Woot. Woot woot. Alright, so I am going to, I think I was just about to do here. You got the lips. Well, let me, is that a good lip color, you think? Well, actually, you know what, let me do it bigger, because it's like she just puckering it, right? So just puckering it so she can drink. So it would be a little thicker. Or do you think I should, maybe saturate it up a little bit? Complexion, okay, good. Alright, I may change it because I will be taking the lighting that's going over the skin, and this is what I do now. I do like an overall lighting, and I separate the lighting out. So there's lighting for like clothing and accessories and things like that. There's lighting for skin, which is so to get that like complexion of like a skin, that skin complexion, part of that comes from the lighting. So I cut that. This is something I started doing with the, I think, a couple of arts pieces ago. But I cut it out, and then I make it more. I do the same thing with the shading too. So I make the shading more red, and I make the lighting more yellow, and then so all that kind of mixing together with the base color here makes it look like skin, like more like realistic looking skin rather than kind of more dull looking skin. Something that this is like my third attempt at trying to do it, and I actually succeeded in doing it this time. So I actually figured it out. It took me a bit. I tried to do it in the past, and I couldn't figure it out, so I just stopped doing it for like a long time. And I was like, no, let me try it one more time, and I figured it out. So her hair. So with the hair gradient, so your hair is also a natural thing, right? So your hair, something I learned how. This is something I learned how to do from a bigger artist, content creator, because she has tutorials, and that's how I discovered her. And then now I follow her on Twitch and everything. So you made a good point. Something I never thought of before. So your hair, as it goes out, like gets longer, it starts to lighten up. So the roots are going to be like darker, and then the outer part of it's going to be lighter. So I create a hair gradient. So what I do is I'm going to select two gray colors, one lighter than the other. And I'm going to be playing around with this a bit. This takes a little bit of playing around with. I'm also going to select just the hair. I'm going to do a color gamut, select just the brown, so it's just the hair that's selected, and then I'm going to create a mask so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So that was a mask on the hair gradient, and no matter what I do, if I go outside of this brown, whatever, I need to fix that, but it's not gonna go outside that line. So, I'm gonna go to my gradient tool. Foreground to background, and I'm gonna do an oval. And right, oops. Right here, maybe. I'm actually gonna add. Let me. You can't see what I'm doing because of the way this is set up. Actually, if you guys want to see what I'm doing, I can add that. You guys see the actual screen now. But I am editing my gradient tool. We're just gonna make this up. Slightly brighter. This is gonna be the end right here. And this will be Stardew Valley. Nice. As per usual, right? She's looking like Sephiroth right now, but bear with me. Child sleeping on me. Oh no. The sleeps. That's wrong. Third playthrough, I just unlocked the island. I'm irritated, I still haven't found the prismatic shard yet. I've never played Stardew, so I have no idea. No clue. I need to darken this up. Actually, that's still not right. brightness down. It's chill vibes like Animal Crossing. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know that because of I mean, this is a lot of like farming sims and stuff, and that I've played that are like I played it wasn't a farming sim that I played. Actually, now I think about it, there's actually a game that I've played that's actually a lot like Stardew Valley, but there's also like fighting in it too. It's an adult game, so I think what I'm gonna do actually. This doesn't look good. Looks better. I don't know why it's not showing up down here. want to do is start breaking up the lighting and into different layers. First, oops. Whoops. Get their own lighting. And why am I suddenly hungry? Damn it. And to cut in feeding in lighting. Right, and then I need to get some red. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn that off. Oops. Oh, oops. I'm fucking this up. I wanted the same mass apply this to the two skin layers. Okay, and then I just need a yellow. Why is it doing that? Why are you doing what you're doing? What is this? How this works. I don't have this set to do that, so why is it doing that? Let's do it this way. That's all I wanted. Damn it. Alright, and now that they both have color to them, now I can mess around with the color a little bit. I was trying to do the whole time. Why is it doing that? Oh, that's why. Oops. Need to... I think that works. I need to fix that. Stupid opacity on my brush got set for no fucking reason. God damn it. Mess with the blush. Oh, oops. Yep. Why does it look so soft right now? That's because I forgot to change my eraser back. Oopsie doozies. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. There'll be some in-stream ads, but if you're on Twitch, there'll be some non-stream ads as well if you're not subscribed. But can't subscribe, use Twitch Prime sub if you got it. But I shall be right back in about 15-20 minutes. Here be. Hey guys, Ace here. I'm here to talk to you about our sponsor, W. What does W ask? I'll go ahead and tell you. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. W contains amino acids, vitamins, a non-tropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Best of all, it's zero sugar, no hidden ingredients, and gluten-free. W sells all different types of flavors, including Tiger's Blood, Japanese Soda, Push and Punch, and S'mores. You can also head over to their website and check out their merch and shakers. Also, while you're there, check out their anime collabs. Their current collabs are for Furin, Chainsaw Man, and Soul Leveling. I personally got the Ingress bottle because Ingress is awesome. So what are you waiting for? Use my 10% off code and get your tubs today. Thanks again to W for sponsoring. Let's get back to the video. Or the stream, wherever this is playing. I'm back. All right, I was muted. What's going on, Danny? It's on pause. Yeah, it was supposed to be a long break. Middle of the stream, I usually take a long break. I usually actually there was one time I accidentally went on a 45-minute break because I was trying to fix something. I was having some streamer issues. Ooh, I had some spicy chips and ooh, ah. Ooh. So I wanted to react to a video. Another reason why I was kind of late is because I wanted to do deep dive in this creator. I've never heard of this creator before, and he's talking about like AI defenders, talking about like how just unhinged like people who defend AI are. And so I wanted to react to that. But I wanted to see what this guy was about. I want to make sure, and maybe watch a little bit of the video to see if he goes into politics or not, because I really don't want to cover politics. I don't ever want to cover politics. Not for me. So... And I know that like when you talk about AI and stuff, like it kind of goes into politics. And when I mean AI, I mean like Gen AI, not regular AI. I'm just against Gen AI, basically. So we're gonna watch this video. It is by. Let me switch over to that scene. Oh, do I need to hold on? Oops. Okay. So we are going to watch AI Art Defenders Are Unhinged by The Click. Again, this is the first time watching this, so if this kind of goes south or whatever, if I don't like where this is going, I might stop. But if it's a good video, if I think it's good enough, I will post. I will kind of highlight this and post it on YouTube separately. So, I guess if I do end up doing this, if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Actually, let me go ahead and hit record, and then we'll do the YouTube part of this. Hold on. Am I? Okay. So recording now, just in case. But just in case this does end up on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. If you are watching this on YouTube, the YouTube video version of this, go ahead and like, subscribe. Comment below. Love to hear from you. Especially since this is about AI art, and we're gonna be reacting to. Oh, the end. It was AI Art Defenders Are Unhinged by The Click, and I'll have video down below in the description. Go ahead and watch, and then I'm gonna be working on not art commission, sorry, but an art contest piece. For an art contest I'm joining in. So, for Mika, for Kamikaze Short Bus, for art stream, but yeah, her art contest. I'm getting words mixed up here. Let's go ahead and just watch the video. Oh my god, hold on. Shit. I did it again. For a reason, my capture button doesn't turn on the sound. I need to fix that. Is it working now?
Disclaimer. Surprise, fellow AI bros. Welcome to AI in Practice. We're gonna learn together with our little mascot, Scrappy. You see, it's really cute. How can you possibly dislike AI when you see how cute it is? That is lesson 1 in how you do AI in practice. Play the victim on social media. The victim, yeah, you know what it says. I can't write, okay? I'm illiterate, that's why we need AI. Number 2 is generate a lot of slop. Everyone loves slop. It's like the fast food of the internet, but if it was made from like mud and just glued together and spat back out. Everyone loves mud. You know, vegans think they have something figured out. We're super vegans. Cut out the middleman. Just eat dirt right away. Fuck yeah. AI. MILF.
That's pretty funny.
That comes. Oh, you're still watching. Anyway, so the next point we're gonna talk about is like defend AI. Defend, because it's our friend. It's our friend, and you would defend our friend. If you attack your friend, you're evil. So let's take to social media, baby, and learn how to defend AI. Woo! Before people ask me to make like an AI parody plushie actually called Scrappy, y'all need to calm down. Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lasses, and welcome to the Click. You smell absolutely astounding today. And don't let anyone else lie to you and tell you otherwise, especially you, Jasmine. Oh yes, indeed, I can smell you even over here to the side, Jasmine. Very nice. But you know who smells even nicer than Jasmine?
Even through my video.
Jasmine over here. That's right, AI! So we've all seen the beautiful trends regarding AI on social media. Endless slop generation, oink oink piggy, eat your slop. Romancing ChatGPT like it's a fucking side quest in Skyrim, even creating a family with that bish, hoo baby. But now there is a beautiful trend emerging of people very religiously defending AI because the antis that don't like slop overrunning the internet are stupid. And it's really funny. It is really funny. So today we're gonna dig through this phenomenon, look at like slop generation, the kind of stuff that people make, and when they defend it. I think it's really funny, and it kind of pokes fun at the absurdity of the current timeline we happen to find ourselves in. At least the Terminator movies were kind of cool. Couldn't we have Terminators instead? But no, instead we have like racist slop on Twitter. Enjoy. Your child under liberalism versus traditionalism, formed by the world. You see, they're gay. I also like how the gay symbol looks like it has a couple of horns on it. That's very snazzy. You see, the world makes them gay and sad. But here we have formed by family and faith. Everyone is super happy. They're doing, I don't know, Bible homework and praying for breakfast. Hell yeah, slay. Wait, what's the watermark? Supreme Catholic meme. That's the lamest fucking shit I've ever read in my life. At least the churches are trying to be hip, but they're taking the AI slop route. It's the most boomer shit, man. Oh my god. Have you considered that maybe the little gay boy in this meme is sad because you're saying that something is wrong with him rather than the gayness itself making him sad? Something to think about. Next post, please.
Idea! AI earrings that whisper to you and help you make decisions. Look at this ChatGPT, and this one on the left doesn't even hold together.
How are you supposed to, like, how does this work? Oh my god, you people can't do anything! Ah yes, outsourcing your decision-making to soulless AI companies. What could possibly go wrong? This is really sad in a way, isn't it? Like, at what point do you just stop living your own life when AI is literally making decisions for you? Like, I know skeptics of this critique would say something like, oh, it's just helping you make decisions. It's like talking to a friend. Have you tried actually talking to an AI about advice or something? It's the most massive yes-sayer ever. I had this like programming issue I was working on, and I asked, I think it was ChatGPT, to be like, hey, how can I make this code work? And it wouldn't work for some reason. I sat with it for a while, and after a while I pressured like this AI on it, and it said like, no, actually this isn't possible for a completely different reason. And I'm like, you're the most massive yes-sayer ever. Oh my god, if you had this data available, why didn't you tell me this solution wasn't possible to begin with? So yeah, no, helping it to make like life decisions, probably not a bad idea. Have some damn agency. I'm in the Epstein files. This is so true. Clinton needs to have his hard drive investigated. He also loves My Little Pony for some reason. I love political AI slop. This is what we all signed up for social media for. Quality content. What does it say there in the back?
Why is it lagging?
Naughty hornet.
Why is it lagging? Why is my computer lagging? What's happening? bro.
It's like, what the fuck? Applebee's? No, I don't remember what the pony is called. It's Applebee's. It's just like, what's the post on the other ponies? Oh my. I'm so glad AI is here, man. This is amazing. This is the future we were all hoping for.
Conquered, not stolen. Pew!
Okay, we have to censor the right side of this because it's a bit graphic, but it's basically a little anime waifu landing a clean point-blank headshot on like a tribesman. Losing has consequences. I just love how you can tell exactly what kind of person this is based on the prompt that made this image. It's just like anime gooning and racism on Twitter. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? A Peak Dev responds to Roblox copy Cliff after it surpasses 163,000 plays. Would rather you pirate our game than play this microtransaction riddle slop ripoff. They couldn't even be bothered to draw like the title picture for the game. It's obviously just AI generated slop. Like even the eyeballs are like fading into the colors in the background. It's so weird. Mom, can we get Peak? We have Peak at home.
Peak at home.
Peak at home. Obvious AI art at the Amazon warehouse I work at, which is Pokemon themed for whatever reason. Okay, so here first we got a trainer, very obviously AI. Pokemon Amazon, also very AI. Amazon Best DA. Is this even Pokemon? I mean, it's a Pokemon style, but there are no Pokemon in it. Oh, here we got more Pokemon. Look at that. Hell yeah. Okay, it's just a bunch of them. What's the point of this? What is the purpose of these things? Just for decoration? God only knows. They do like random employee hype up stuff like Wacky Sock Day and stuff like that. So I think it's some kind of promotion. I don't frickin' know though. That sounds like they're doing everything they can to salvage employee morale without spending money. Like a pizza party would be an improvement to crappy AI art in the middle of the warehouse. You can at least eat the pizza. Everything is edible at least once. You know, you can always chomp down the AI art. It's probably a better use of the fiber. Meanwhile, Bezos rents the entire city of Venice. Man, if they don't give you pizza parties, what else is there to eat? I'm telling you, everything is edible at least once. Just munch these down, it's fine. It's a better use of the paper. So what is this, like trying to hype up employees? Like what, someone knows how to write a ChatGPT prompt, how to make like a Pokemon knockoff character? How is this hyping up anything? Like this is just... this is just increasing office depression.
You need to chill, buddy. I love being AI generated.
Speaks for itself, I believe. I told this AI to write that the character loves being AI generated. And look, it says it loves being AI generated. Checkmate, liberals. r/conservative cartoons. It's the year 2025. Christianity is no longer relevant. 2025 years since what? Merry Christmas. Ooh, nice attempt at an argument, lib. But I already AI generated this slop comic where you are the crying beta, and I am the alpha with my based opinion. I mean, Wojaks already have a little bit of a sloppy vibe to them, but now you even have to slopify the Wojaks. Like, just use the original meme. Why are you regurgitating a meme to just make it worse? Also, the meme is stupid, but I mean, that's beside the point. Also, I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually be upset about the phrase Merry Christmas and then be triggered where it's like, don't you realize that Christ is in the name? Merry Christmas? I asked ChatGPT to make her beautiful, laughing till crying emoji. Holy shit.
Oh no, isn't that...
Maybe this is all studios need to start doing if they want sales. You see, I just tossed this woman into it and gave her blonde hair. I hope that people started doing it to this guy. Honestly, that would be a very funny comeback to this situation. Twitter was a mistake. AI is a mistake. Together, it just amplifies the voice of like unemployed weirdos on Twitter. It's just so bad, man. Whenever I see stuff come out of this platform nowadays, I'm like, none of y'all have ever even heard of grass, let alone touched it. My mom forced me to put up the AI version of my cousin's photo in my room. Why not like the real photo? Why is it like an AI-generated slop version? I also like how it's either the printer dying or the AI generation dying because it also has lines in it. Or is it a watermark? Did she just not pay for it or something like that? It's like a watermark with the lines and stuff. Hey, can you put up this watermarked AI slop of your cousin? They will love that shit when they come over. And it also has the piss filter on it. I love AI. Everything just has the piss filter. I wonder where the piss filter training data came from originally. Because nowadays it's very easy to tell that AI is doing like a little bit of an incesty circle. You know, the AI is trained on other AI pictures, so everything is just like, that's why everything looks the same. But I wonder where the piss filter came from originally. That would be kind of interesting to investigate. Did you know that today's episode is sponsored by Raycons, baby? Oh yes. Now that the holidays are over, it's the perfect time to upgrade your gear for the new year, whether you're getting back into routine or setting new fitness goals. The Raycon Bone Conduction headphones are super comfortable and perfect for workouts, walks, or everyday life. And right now, Raycon is ringing in the new year with a sale, so definitely grab them while you can. Raycon's Bone Conduction headphones use off-ear audio, sending sound through vibrations in your bones. I love the Bone Conduction headphones because I can keep my playlist going while staying aware of traffic on my runs or catch a podcast while shopping or at the gym, without tuning out everything around me. Safety and sound, all in one. 13 hours of battery life, IP68 waterproof and dustproof, plus a no-bot fit that doesn't slip, ensuring maximum comfort while you move. Premium performance without the premium price tag. So what are you waiting for? It's the perfect time to upgrade your audio for the new year. Go to buyraycon.com/toclickbc to get 20% off site-wide. Thank you, Raycon, for sponsoring this video, and now, back to the memes. Mwah. AI art in an art museum. Oh wow, wait, yay, that's what I came here for. At least they tell you it's AI. Not many have the integrity to even do that. I am usually like that, but you pay to go to art museums. At least I didn't pay lol. I'm part of the American Alliance of Museums, so I get in for free. But still, I biked an hour in the heat to see some real art. It's not just about the money though. There could be some poor, oblivious graphic designer in some corner of the world who uploaded his t-shirt ideas on Facebook in 2005 that the AI is now ripping off. AI art in a museum, Jesus Christ. Like, if I were to make art in regards to like AI or whatever, I would do like, I don't know, like an interactive graphic thing, for example, that shows like how a neural network works. You know, when you can see data flow through it and you're making it like some 3D colorful way, something like that, something regarding math or patterns, something cool that actually enhances the intelligence part of it or like the network of it. That would be kind of fascinating. It's more like a technological art piece than a regurgitated slop image, you know? That's at least the direction I would go in if I was asked like to make artwork regarding AI, for example. Not do this. This is just weird. What is this museum even about? Who could write the best prompt to ChatGPT? Sounds pretty lame. r/defending AI art. Ooh, I can't wait to get into this one. Anti-priorities.
RAM is supposed to be for important stuff like gaming computers. How dare it be used for bullshit like medical research and ending wage slavery?
I do love the completely non-self-aware irony of this post where it's trying to hype up the positive uses of AI while just using an AI-generated slop image to do so. Like, the irony is just staggering. AI slop in my local antique store. Jimmy and his winning pal. Oh my god, don't tell me they're actually trying to sell this. Chihuahua Races. I mean, this one you can tell is like ridiculously fake, but I wouldn't be surprised if people actually buy it, because one way to easily hide AI-generated quirks and stuff is to make the pictures look old-timey and worn, obviously. What is this? Teddy and Pal vintage frame. Or maybe it's just the example picture you get with the frame. Or is it supposed to be like the pictures you buy? Dickie and his pal Toby. Are they selling these under the guise of real pictures? Or is it just like a default picture behind the frame? Like, neither are good, but one is obviously worse than the other. This is so weird, man. Do people actually do... What kind of antique store is this? It's not antique. It's AI-generated garbage. How can you call this an antique store? What? Ever feel like you're speaking to
because
people
they're
from an entirely
because
different
it's-
dimension?
3D cube.
Unfortunately,
Square
it's become more common.
bed.
Think outside the box, or inside the box, I suppose. Or is it like the normies only think in 2D, but I think in 3D? Then I can't make like a stick figure comic or just use like a meme template or whatever. I have to ask like an AI to draw stick figures for me, but here we are, baby. r/conservative memes. Oh, that's gonna be great, isn't it? If you know the teacher's political views, you have the wrong teacher. Reason to homeschool. Oh, and there's a bunch of rainbows and they're dancing with this with this like rainbow hat. And the shirt says Bekind. Bekind? Oh my god, the teacher can't even spell. Puh, disgusting. Homeschool it is. They're gay and illiterate. God. You know, if you have to use an AI-generated slop image instead of an actual real image, maybe it didn't actually happen, you know? Reason to homeschool. We need to get away from those illiterate gay teachers. The underlying messages when you pull a bit on these images is just like so ridiculously outlandish and funny, you know? If people didn't actually believe this and engage with it. AI pictures in an IKEA. No, not my IKEA! Oh,
IKEA.
And it's always so soulless and boring. I am so disappointed. R/conservative news again? This is a goldmine. So should voters, ...
Eyes should show IDs and identify themselves.
So should voters. Chad walking away. Booyah, lib. I don't know about where you live or whatever, but I definitely show my ID when I go to vote. I mean, granted, I don't live in the US, but still, I would imagine that is the norm pretty much anywhere. Like, what is this? And also, why couldn't you at least use the original, like, Wojaks to make your track?
Yeah, I was hoping he wouldn't get too political, but he's getting pretty political, so I'm gonna just not. We're not here for that. Look at another video I can watch. Yeah, it's definitely not going up. Uh, trying to find like something going on here. I can't find. Can't find anything. Well, I've already kind of watched this, so I'll put it on anyways.
The posters I designed in the
This is a non-political art video. Alright, so this one's by Lavender Town. Salty AI bro tried to steal my art. Which isn't cool. I guess I did watch this one.
The posters I designed in this video are already available, and the proceeds are going to support Stop Killer Robots, an anti-AI organization that opposes AI use, particularly in war and weaponry. Hey everybody, it's Lavender Town. After my videos on why I'm anti-AI, the AI art stands were salty. Lavender Town's at it again.
Right.
She's so arrogant, thinking that Nightshade's going to keep her art safe no matter how many times we tell her that's not the case, because of her arrogance and the fact that she's taunting AI artists. So I made a Laura of her art. Testing it now, we'll post on Civet AI. So just to make it crystal clear, their motivation for doing this is A, to punish me for my arrogance of trying to protect my work, and B, to disprove Nightshade. Now to me, these do not look correct.
I hate to say it, I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
So to help these guys out, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to correctly imitate my style so it actually looks like my style, and as a bonus, drawing it yourself won't require catastrophic damage to the environment. We're also going to talk about why using this stunt to try to disprove Nightshade's efficacy actually just proves that the biggest advocates for AI image creation have no idea how this technology works. So let's learn how to draw in my style. My style features very large eyes with noses and mouths closer to the chin. One of my biggest signature things is changing the iris to a recognizable shape that matches what the character is thinking or looking at. Try to make it a simpler shape so it works well with the face. It's also worth noting that when I do those little eye spikes at the bottom, I actually draw out the whole eye with all those little eye bag details, and then I cut them out. You don't want to try to draw them at the same time. It just makes that bottom lid look really wobbly. I'm also going to put a couple different eye shape ideas, as well as a variety of different nose shapes that I commonly use, and the way I draw different hair textures. I try to balance the detail inside the hair, just having like kind of a offbeat pattern of where we see like breaks in the bangs, those little dashy lines that show the texture. You want to not overload it or else it looks really messy. Also, I did a little simplified version of the proportions of the head and face and eyes, just to help you guys if you're
really
trying
interesting.
to draw in my style, like where to place all of those features and about how big to make them. I hope this helps if you wanted to try drawing in my style. And now we need to talk about whether or not the style Laura that this person created proves that Nightshade doesn't work. Well, definitely not, for a variety of reasons. The first reason is that Lauras are not the same as like OpenAI, the way that these big corporations train their generative AI. A Laura is actually like a modifier on a pre-trained AI. So whatever you put into the Laura, it's not going to affect the system in the same way. And you would expect someone who lurks around Reddit's like AI wars and defending AI art, you would expect them to know that, but it seems like their interest in tech doesn't translate into tech literacy, which is a really strange phenomenon I've noticed. This also proves that they don't know how Nightshade works. Nightshade is a technology that slowly poisoned the conceptual subject, the thing that you're drawing, like a hand, a girl, a forest, not the specific art style. It kind of works with very broad styles like cartoon, but again, you need to set that as your targeted keyword.
So I will say that I have used this before. However, I don't like the results. It makes it look grainy. Like it makes it look like the image is small and you blew it up, and it doesn't look good in my opinion. So I just stopped using it. I mean, I think I did some testing with it. So I did post it. I did like generate some with some art I had done up to that point, and I think I posted one or two of them. But not long after that. Okay, I don't know. After that, I stopped using it. It just wasn't for me. I didn't like it. So, anyways. Oh, oops.
Glaze is the technology that protects art style. I did not glaze any of my work. I have not tried it yet. So how an art style Laura could test Nightshade, I do not know. Despite being obsessive defenders of this tech, these AI fans don't seem to know the difference between different types of image generators or how they operate. It's like they tested an antivirus designed for a Windows computer on a Mac. They're drawing conclusions based on a total misunderstanding of what they're even trying to do. On top of that, the way that these technologies work are cumulative. In the examples, the lowest level of poisoning was tested at 50 poison pieces, and at the time of the creation of this LoRa, I had posted between 3 and 6 poison pieces, and basically all of them with different keywords so they only count for 1. That's literally not enough to test, and part of the reason why I haven't tried Glaze yet, because I have 15 years of unprotected art out there. I'm not willing to delete everything I've made in my artistic journey off the internet, so Glaze has limited usefulness to me. I think it is worth doing if you just started to post your work online to make sure that the majority of what you made is glazed. I use Nightshade because every artist that uses it helps tilt the scales on the generators that mass sweep the internet. It's not about personally protecting me, it's about doing my part to protect all of us over time. If you want to add your art to that, please check out the link in the description. It's obviously not sponsored, but I think everyone who's able to use Nightshade, who can make it a little bit more hostile for the AI scrapers, I think that can really be helpful. And speaking of that 15 years of art I've posted, even if they had used the type of AI image generator Nightshade actually protects against, I don't think we'd have an accurate test here, because if you look at the art style this thing is putting out, do you notice something about it? Does this look like the art style I used in my AI videos? Or does it look suspiciously like my art from 5 years ago? You know, when they could be sure that the samples were not poisoned? I suspect that when their initial outputs were not looking right, that they put in a bunch of my old work that they knew wasn't poisoned, and they still tried to use it as proof that Nightshade doesn't work. Now obviously this wouldn't have been an accurate test regardless for all the reasons that I've already said, but this implies a level of deliberate dishonesty as well. Let's talk about some ways that AI is getting pushed back against and some real penalties that some of these AI companies are facing. So first, Disney is suing Midjourney for their copyright infringement. This is enormous news for creatives. There's been a debate in the conversation about AI in whether or not the scraping of artists' work without their permission or payment is legal, and it seems like the answer to this is becoming clearer and clearer.
Unfortunately, they turned around then and said that they're going to be implementing AI into Disney Plus, so people can make their own content with their characters. Yay. I think this is a bit of an old video, but it came out before that news came out, so.
If you're a Midjourney user, this should actually concern you, as Midjourney has a little clause in their terms of service agreement that says if they get fined for copyright infringement, they could try to vulture some of that money back from you, the user. The exact wording is this: if you knowingly infringe on someone else's intellectual property and that costs us money, we're going to come find you and collect that money from you. We might also do other stuff, like try to get a court to make you pay our attorney fees. Don't do it. What an adorable way to say that they're going to come after you for the infringement that's built into their tool. And especially since they are the only ones who know all the sources of copyright that they've stolen from, it would be quite easy for them to start lashing out at their own user base if Disney wins. You could generate something that infringes on a copyright you don't even know about, and while yes, technically you could say that you didn't do it knowingly, I do wonder how well a random individual would do in court versus an ultra-wealthy and highly connected corporation like Midjourney. It's pretty diabolical that they'd put something like this in their user agreement, in my opinion. The number one way that I knew that training data for AI is not something they can take from everywhere with impunity is because when they're taking it from a big corporation who can defend itself, they do pay. Why would Amazon pay millions of dollars to the New York Times for training data that was already free? Already, a landmark decision on a case like this has been awarded to the original source of the data, and because legal cases are often decided on precedent, it is possible that this will start a snowball effect, making judges more and more likely to favor the actual owners of the data that's being used. The very recent copyright infringement case against Anthropic could cost them over $1 trillion in damages, and if that goes through, that could completely crater this industry. They've said it themselves, if they have to pay for their training data, they have no product. The only reason that they've been getting away with what they've been getting away with so far is that they've been stealing from people who can't fight back. But every single time that one of these big corporations actually pays a lot of money for training data, it's going to be harder and harder for them to explain in court why some people's training data is just free for them to take and totally without copyright, whereas other people's copyrighted material, when used as training data, is worth $20 million a year. It just doesn't make any sense.
Nope.
I really do think it's going to be harder and harder for them to claim this. Mark Zuckerberg tried to argue that the books he stole from hundreds of thousands of authors was valueless, and in the same breath, he claimed that what he made with that data is the future and super valuable, and that he should personally profit off of that. Does that make sense to you? I don't
No.
think it makes sense. Even worse, they didn't even buy those books one time to use them. They actually stole them all off of a piracy website. And there's internal slides and documents from within Meta where they expressly tell their employees to never disclose this information because in no case would we disclose publicly that we had trained on LibGen. However, there is a practical risk external parties could deduce our use of this dataset. If there is media coverage suggesting that we have used a dataset we know to be pirated, such as LibGen, this may undermine our negotiating position with regulators on these issues. Just as a reminder, Mark Zuckerberg is one of the richest people on Earth, with a fortune of over $62 billion, while, according to the Authors Guild, the median full-time author's income is $20,000 a year, putting half of all full-time authors well below the federal minimum wage. I don't know how a man with so much wealth he could never possibly spend it all thinks he needs to pirate copies of work from people below the poverty line. I don't know how anyone can look at this and root for the tech billionaires over people who are just trying to tell their stories and barely scrape together a living. And for those of you who say that copyright shouldn't exist at all, honestly, you need to think about that idea for even just 1 second before it falls apart. If there was no copyright to good ideas, regular people like you or me would never be able to rise on our own merit. All the best stories could just be legally stolen by huge corporations, and the entire cultural art and storytelling scene would be dominated by faceless, soulless corporations, Big Fat Liar style.
I stole my paper.
How'd you come up with this idea? Some ideas just come to you.
Yeah, from my backpack, you loser!
And no amount of dyeing their pool water blue would save us. I get that it's annoying that corporations like Nintendo and Disney go so hard on copyright that they punish their biggest fans. That's annoying and an obvious abuse of the copyright system in my opinion. But with no copyright at all, the entire creative field would collapse and all your favorite artists and writers and game makers would not be able to live. You just can't convince me that in our ideal future, people like Hayao Miyazaki, Donna Tartt, and Mitsuki have to live out their lives filling out spreadsheets or packing Amazon boxes so that these creeps can buy a bigger yacht or more asymmetrical Botox or another GMO baby with a stranger. It is really upsetting watching these ultra-rich people using AI to take from people who have so much less than them. Particularly when they're taking things like their songs, their poetry, their writing, their art, their memories, their dreams. This is a part of the ethical conversation around this that I have such a hard time talking to people about who don't just naturally get it. It seems like such a basic empathy question for me, but luckily there are many who are fighting back. So in January of this year, Ars Technica released this article about AI tar pits. It's a new type of actually malware that is designed to essentially trap a AI bot crawler, you know, something that's designed to go through your website and just take anything that you got basically to train on, and it traps them in a labyrinth basically that it cannot get out of. It is an aggressive malware that traps AI crawlers and sends them down an infinite maze of static files with no exit links where they get stuck and thrash around for months. Once trapped, the crawlers can be fed gibberish data, aka Markov babble, which is designed to poison the AI model itself. That is pretty awesome. There is another version by a different creator that is even more aggressive called Iocane. It basically is really focused on generating a lot of poison. So instead of just nightshading, you know, your own personal art, this basically would trap one of those crawlers so they can't go off other places, and it would just feed them poison over and over and over for months. The article's really interesting and I'll link it in the description, but ultimately it's just another reminder that there are tons of people trying to do the right thing, trying to help people basically push back against all of this. Just like with Nightshade and Glaze, OpenAI and other companies have just blatantly admitted that they're trying to find ways around these systems, even though, again, they are only trying to defend people who don't want these crawlers on their website. They have to pay for that traffic, you know, the website owner. Why should they have to pay for bot traffic that they expressly put a no robots like sign on that you ignored? Like, that's not fair, but they don't see the problem with that. Like, they're completely fine burdening website owners, stealing from artists, stealing from authors to enrich themselves, because they literally do not care about us. Like, they only see their own bottom line, and they have no ethics, it seems like. I mean, hearing that Meta expressly was telling their employees to hide the fact that they were using pirated books in order to make their AI, and then publicly said that it was fine because all of these books had no value, this is some real supervillain stuff. And to anyone who has made any effort, however small, to push back against this AI invasion, then you are way more like the cyberpunk hero of the science fiction that these tech guys claim to be fans of than they will ever be. So in conclusion, a lot of these AI bros really don't understand what they're championing, I think. They either align themselves with these super rich, well-connected guys who they have literally nothing in common with, or they just genuinely have hostility towards people who have taken the time to learn a skill like writing or drawing. I think it's really telling that after I made my videos talking about Nightshade as a potential protective tool, and talking about why I don't approve of AI and I don't like it and I don't think it should be used on people's art, that the first thing that some people did was try to make a Laura with my art. I think a lot of people use AI to lash out at people. We see people making like revenge images of women that they don't like. We see people making propaganda. And in this case, because this person was so angry that I would even talk about Nightshade or talk about the downsides of AI, they decided to try and make a Laura of my art instead of like refuting any of the points I made or actually trying to like communicate why they have a different opinion. I also think this was probably someone who was so mad at the video's concept that they didn't actually watch it and just looked at the thumbnail, because sometimes it seems like they genuinely think I was challenging the AI community to try to make a style Laura of my art. If they'd actually watched the video, it's pretty clear, I think, that I don't think this should be done to anybody, and that that's not how Nightshade works in the first place. I hope you guys enjoyed this discussion, as well as all my little anti-AI posters. The posters are available now, and the proceeds are going to support Stop Killer Robots, an organization that in particular pushes back and lobbies against the use of AI in war, weaponry, and automated harm of human beings. Thank you so much to my wonderful members and patrons, including Alice Exley, Neko Omori, Roger Baker, Trexa Panda, Zio Reyes, Lucian, Shaola Ninja, Lexi Ramos, Lonely Zealot, Novel Goblin, The Mousy Mouse, Spark of Curiosity, Rosie Valentine, Paul Savanat, Frog Scourge, Clown of Clubs, Prince Piplet III, Celery Sticks, I'm a Potato, Honey Kitten, Me Nico, Loro, Data, Lily McFarlane, Skitten, Gold Pikachu, Ace Wander, Jordan, QB, Jeffu, Songbird.
Oh yeah, I just named him off for Patreon. Good video. It's a really good video. It sucks that, you know, she comes with the video and then people gotta do revenge art, AI art, you know, just try and prove what point. You can still escape it. Anyways, go check out Lavender Town. She's awesome, awesome creator over on YouTube. I've watched other videos off stream and stuff of hers, so definitely check her out. I'll have a link in the video in the description below. Make sure to sub and everything while you're down there. And also I'll grab that link as well for the people in chat live, because I was watching this live, everybody. But yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Okay, yeah, so that was just for the live video, if I decide to put that as a video. Let me post the What's that for you guys? I'm definitely not finishing this, unfortunately. I'm getting close to finishing though. It's just I'm not. Gonna be finishing it on stream here. Do need to be taken off soon. Tomorrow I don't have much going on. Like I said, I do have to go to, I said this during the stream, but I do need to go to my dentist. So I have like one errand to do. It's like right before noon. So I think what I'm gonna do is that I will be on tomorrow to finish this up. And then I'm actually gonna start another piece after. Well, as I was working on this, there's a trend on X that's going on right now with a bunch of artists, and I was gonna show that off here because I did set that up for me to start working on as soon as I'm done with this. So I think I know that like doing the rest of this, doing like the chair and the desk and everything, the background, that shouldn't take long at all. There's not as much layers when it comes to, like, for my art style, there's not a ton of like detail to them. There's not a ton of, because they're more like background objects anyways, so there's not gonna be a ton of detail to them. It's because I just have to do like one more lighting pass for those. I have to like fix this chair, finish up the first lighting pass for the chair. So, but I'm gonna be doing all that as soon as I'm done with Mika here. So the rest of this shouldn't take too long at all. It's just because, you know, I'm dealing with a character. It's just, I mean, rather, I'm dealing with a person character, you know what I mean? That's why it's taking a while to get through Mika here, but, yeah, the rest of it shouldn't take too long to get done. That's why I'm like, I think I'll have just enough time to maybe start like a sketch of the next piece I want to do, so within like the 4-hour time window that I'm gonna have, but this. Good for the hair. That. We're gonna fix a few things here. Fix that. Alright, let's do the eyelid now. Save this. And go the darker. Damn it. Okay. So that's pretty much the first pass for just Mika. And like I said, I need to... And the first pass is almost done for the other. And then I'll work on the second pass, which shouldn't take too much longer. It's just like the more shinier bits, the more advanced, like anything shiny, anything, stuff like that. So, so it shouldn't take too much longer. Actually, well, yeah, well, I'll pick up Bacchanals tomorrow. You can watch me finish it up. So yeah, I'm not finished up today, but finish up tomorrow for sure. I might work on it just a little bit just to make sure I finish it tomorrow. But yeah, that'll be the plan. I'll probably get it to make sure that okay, I am nothing else to do on the first pass. And I'll just work on the second pass. We'll finish up the second pass. Make sure everything is good. Make sure the competition is good. And then we will go from there. Probably work on the next piece that I want to work on. The next piece I want to work on, I will show you guys. So it's been going around on... Oh yeah, hold on. There was this kind of goth dress. Going around something. I think I liked it. Hold on, I gotta find it. Or I think I even reshared it too. Here's... A lot of people have been doing it as Blaze. Let me try Blaze the cat from Sonic. Trying to find it. This is maybe not trend as much as I thought it was. Regardless, I still want to do it. I just can't. Oh, here we go. Bookmark this and like it. There's a pink version going around as well for this, but... So yeah, there's this post going around right now. Like, who could pull this off? Those look off. And there's like someone like just redrew it. But somebody, I have to be really careful about being on X. My X. Anyone? Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Someone did a there's another, I guess, version of this that someone did for Amy. So yeah, anyway, so I basically, what I'm trying to get at I'm trying to get at is that I want to kind of jump on the trend a little bit. It's not much of a trend, I guess, but it's kind of going around a little bit. But I want to do it for Tana. I think I'd be really interested to see Tana in that dress. So I already started putting something together. Suppose. And I'm gonna drawing Tana in this pose with that dress on. I think that'd be really cool. It look really good. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing next. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing like that. And then there's another piece I wanted to do with the Jane Doe piece. I want to do that too. There's like a couple things I want to do. It's stupid because I shouldn't be having all this, like, all these art ideas, because I'm like all these art projects, and like I should just be focused on my game, but I keep thinking of like art projects to do, like fun art projects I can do. But I have not done any not safe for work art in a minute. So well, then it's been like over a month. So I do want to do another one, and I think I will start that this weekend. So I'm gonna I will be doing a stream, not here, but on the other site that I stream to, or on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube, no Twitch. It's our Picardo. So there's link for that in the socials here. And I'll be live over there Saturday, Sunday night. I think Saturday night should be fun. Saturday night I'll go over there, and because that will only take a couple hours, that won't take real long. But I will be doing a not safe work version of the Jane Doe art. I think with all the because I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but we did hit our 200 follower goal, and it's all because of the Jane Doe speed art video, the time lapse video. So I want to thank you guys, and I'm thinking I'm coming up with an award soon. It'll be a little late on that. But what I would like to do is maybe have like an art raffle, where I have you guys, if you guys want like an OC or something drawn from me, you go ahead and basically just like I'll put a post about it, and you guys can comment on that post or whatever, saying, hey, I'd like to have my art OC, and then like all those people that post that. I'll probably even include like just people on socials as well. Just probably put a social media post, and everyone can just post on that, and then I'll just do like I'll put everyone's everyone who is basically participating. Say, hey, I want to draw my OC. Like I'll put their name into like a roulette thing and just let that go. So, so yeah, so that's gonna be all that coming up. Yeah, so again, thank you all so much. Yeah, because I got let's see, hold on. Right now on TikTok it got 600 views, 500 views. I got on TikTok. $700 views, 87 likes, 11 bookmarks. And then on YouTube, No, sorry. Over. Second. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Bitch. Okay, so on YouTube, I can make this bigger. You guys can see it. So the Jane Doe, 4,000, almost 5,000 views with 51 likes. So yeah, and I got a ton of. I've probably gotten, I think, now it's at we're 205 subscribers, as we've been streaming here, but over on YouTube. So again, thank you guys so much. Yeah, I think that's now 25 subs over on YouTube. Crazy. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you all so much, guys, for hanging out. Chat was quiet, but it's fine. I got links for socials right there, links to the Discord. Again, this stream was sponsored by W. Go ahead and use my 10% off code to get your W purchase in. Check out the site. There's all kinds of different flavors. There's anime stuff and anime collaborations going on and everything. See, let's look for a raid. YouTube people. Not YouTube, sorry. Twitch people. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and raid over to Thresh Crates. They're over there doing some art. I haven't been able to raid over to an art streamer in a good minute, so but yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out in the stream today. Again, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for hitting my YouTube goal recently. For 200 hour, next goal will be 300. So but yeah, stay tuned. People on Twitch, stay tuned for the raid. People on YouTube, I will see you. Actually, everyone, I will see everyone on the next stream, which will be tomorrow. We're gonna finish this up. Again, thank you all so much. Later.